Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance.
My wife and I are pickling cabbage. Loads of it.
Again? That's what you said last week. And the one before that.
It's good for you. Pickled cabbage drives out the black bile.
Let's see. We
What fruits?
need to see if we can find some stuff. That looks absolutely dirty though.
Don't worry, man.
But Dorcas said dying is a craft, and that's not allowed.
Well, hopefully we can rescue Mr. Capon.
But Dorcas said dying is a craft, and that's not allowed.
Dorcas and me, and I told you not to talk very much.
Okay, well, that's a private area.
Are you sure there won't be trouble from?
Don't worry, man.
Not sure I should be poking around there too much right now. Anything? No. Oh, we get some mead. Mostly looking for some lockpicks, maybe. Don't mind me. The problem is they took all our money and all my gear. So no lockpicks, no nothing. Assuming we can't go out there either, yeah? Let's do this. Charcoal shed. That all the way in the back or what? No, it's in here. Okay. Did some exploratory stuff, yeah?
Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take
Why
offense.
wouldn't they when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the country.
I wish I could run with this, yeah? But we can't. Where are you again?
Do you know where Captain Thomas is? I heard he was in a bad way.
It's true, son. It doesn't look good for him. Why do you ask?
I want to save his life.
With him.
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden.
Why did you take him to the chapel?
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got considerably worse. I don't like to say it, but there's nothing left but to pray for a miracle.
Uh-huh. Why can't I get there?
You know, the castle chapel is an important place. Only Lord von Berghoff, his kin, and a few others are allowed there.
Like you, for instance.
Naturally. It's certainly good of you to want to pray for Thomas, but you can do that anywhere without having to disturb him.
Sure.
I'll be going then.
Go, and don't forget about that prayer. Till we meet again.
Where is that chapel exactly? So there's a chest to lockpick. Oh, there's some...
If you want something from me, wait till we're done.
Yeah.
Master philosopher.
I've just been stealing some food and shit like that. It's fine, it's fine. There are definitely some interesting chests. Yeah. Just had a small detour, okay?
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear
Fellas say
you.
in the guardhouse about the Chamberlain.
That's another matter.
And why?
Have you ever set eyes on
Greetings.
Wenceslas or Sigismund? I doubt it. So you're talking about someone you have no personal experience.
But we'll have to figure out where we can get some lockpicks or something. Do-do-do-do-do. Carrying the sacks.
Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't
Carrying the sacks. Ayo.
Move it! Stop gaping and get hauling.
Did you want something or what? Man's not very helpful either, right?
Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride
put
doesn't
it
hear
that
you.
way. Nothing escapes my eye, and Ulrich knows that. So he sometimes invites me for a chat about what's going on.
Call it what you like. Nobody likes snitches, nor brown noses neither.
I wonder where the Lord is. The von Bergov guy. Since he's clearly not here.
That's that.
He was looking a bit, how can I put it, absent?
I met him a few times while
Main level 16. Well built. Carry cap for strength. So we would get 12 instead of 10. So we get 2 times 14, which is 28. So 28 carry capacity. Not super interesting. Heroic vigor, more stamina. Warmonger is pretty good, so at the end of the fight we gain 2 bonus on strength, agility, and combat skill. Not killing anyone. That doesn't happen a lot to us. Good natured is good. A local hero is really good. For the 2 bonus on speech. Let's take good natured. We can get out of crimes easier.
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone.
I'm better smith than you,
Respected
probably.
tradesman here, understand?
Well, I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom, always bothering me that he don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
4.
Smart lad. We've got one horse. That's 4 times 1. But Kabat's already got 3. So that's 4 minus 3, which is...
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
Cool.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads, this here
Okay.
itinerant is my new helper.
Now we need to go here.
Always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind.
Take him to your bosom, for he is a good Christian and a
The guard is looking for me for some reason. So we get the sketch.
That damn wretch.
Some stuff. Cool. Because we do have the perk where if we smith something, we're gonna get lockpicks, right? And I think that works here as well. Let's make it some horseshoe.
Where's
All I
that
remember,
blacksmith?
all I remember about this is that the when you move the mouse around to hammer it on different spots, it's a bit weird. It's not here. Can you let me smith in peace, please? Yeah, okay.
Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind.
merciful God. Grant that our Captain Thomas may recover.
That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now?
And if you take him to his work, welcome him in as your heavenly king. Take him to your bosom. He is a good Christian and fine man. Amen.
Can we take it back to the thing?
Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
That damn wretch.
Well, I'm about halfway done.
Bro, are you halfway done, really? Man.
That damn wretch. That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now?
I can't keep hitting the same place.
I know.
good Christian.
Like always, he loiters
Good.
around here all day,
This won't
and
take
when
long
you
now.
need him, he vanishes like the wind.
It's as cold as a dog's snout.
Okay. But we apparently finished. Okay, so apparently we have some set time to get this shit done. So we have spent almost 1/10 of the time already. I don't know if that's okay or what.
Crucifix. Where's that blacksmith?
What do you want?
What's the matter, good wife? Why are you standing here grumbling?
Because of that damn blacksmith. I'm waiting here for him like for Judgment Day. The lock on my spice chest is stuck, and Sir Otto will be back any time. How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
How can the blacksmith help you?
How do you think? He always takes this bit of wire and opens the chest for me, and then he promises to change the lock for 3 years now.
Okay.
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock. And decent folk don't know how to do that.
Sure. Let's have a look at that chest and I'll get to it. As it happens, I know how to deal with locks.
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me. My time is precious, seeing as how his lordship will be back any time.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there. I was told to stay in the courtyard.
Never mind that. You're going with me and you're helping me. Come along. What a day. I burned the rue in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good-for-nothing has been promising to fix it.
I'm sorry.
But no. After all, I'm just a stupid cook fanker who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning.
Yes,
Lazy
yes.
bones. Pfui.
Christ, pardon me.
Christ almighty. Pain.
Here it is, that damn chest. 3 years I've been telling him. God's
Make sure
truth.
those liverwursts are well roasted, so they're crisp on the outside and juicy on the inside. Nothing half.
Thank you kindly, young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen.
Huh? Was that you? Ah, never mind then.
Christ almighty.
Where's that ginger? Herr Deck, how am I?
Do you know how I can get up to the chapel?
You can't. Only his lordship and his family go there. And of course, Father Nicodemus. Usually, that is. Only now, Captain Thomas is lying there. He's at death's door. God save him.
I understand.
See you later.
I do want to kind of save as well. Okay. So we did help them, or help her. I need to find a bed to save because I'm getting a bit anxious here.
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables, the grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella. Unlike me.
I can't wait.
Yeah, unlike you. Okay, so need to go there to the gallows as well to find work. But
I brought you
need
those
to sleep
horseshoes.
somewhere.
I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here, so either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
Okay.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an honest living. Is that enough for you?
Not quite. I'd also like to know if you still got any tools.
I might be able to find something, but I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
That's fine.
Let's see what you've got.
Well, that's unfortunate because we don't have any money.
Maybe next time then.
Yep. That's spell number 2.
Second toll for hands.
That's not good.
Don't worry.
Okay, I need to really see if I can find a bed somewhere.
And that's not allowed.
Talk as a ninny, and I told you not to talk when...
There's this here, which doesn't really have a bed. What was that icon again? Cobbler, okay. Matthew. They're really nowhere to sleep. Just need an hour for like a quick nap. I have no savior schnapps to pop. Otherwise I would do that. Right, I think we go up to where the priest is. It was that really weird room. I'm gonna take a chance, I think.
I'm sorry.
Unless there was something in the shed here. No.
Who could have done it? scared them off.
So I can't sleep there. Okay.
Who goes there? You shouldn't be bothering us here.
No, I know. Thank you. So we can't sleep because apparently the timer is on. So I can't save. That's great. Let's see if we can find the work in the gallows then.
The third toll. I better get moving.
Yeah, but I also feel like we should be kind of helpful, and it's gonna help our case later. But we did waste some time running around. Unfortunately, there's not really an easy way of getting the savior schnapps either.
What is it you need?
Need work.
God be with you. What would you like?
Do you need any help?
Come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No.
No. Blacksmithing is more my field.
Ah, well, that's handy. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
I could help you with that.
You could. Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing.
I don't know why we should be helping the guy with this, but...
Greetings to you too.
Oh, okay, we can do this as well.
That's more like it.
Is that enough? How did he go? Where the hell did he go? Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's not enough.
I need to sharpen this.
And how sharp does he want it? It was 41 before, yeah? Oh, this condition. 100. Did he go in here then? No, I don't know where he is. That's a private area.
Excuse me.
Okay, so it seems like it's not sharp yet. Which is kind of weird.
No need to sharpen this. The 4th bell.
Okay. So it bugged because I took it before. Okay.
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed.
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty, and no one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. Would you happen to know how I can get into the Maiden?
And what would you want in there?
I want to pray in the chapel. And they don't want to let me in.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one hand by the name of Binyek that wanted into the castle too, but for a damn different reason.
And did he succeed? In getting in, I mean.
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Torsky, and the well ain't actually a well, but an underground pool in one of them caves. And from there, you can get to the dungeons, and then into the Maiden.
Oh, he sounds bold.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyek would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed.
What was Binyek's reason?
What was Binyek after in the castle?
A certain buxom chambermaid who wouldn't give him what he was after in the hay and wanted a fine feather bed.
Okay,
I'll be
dude.
going.
Aye. Farewell.
Well, the question is how we get in there. I think maybe we can walk through the kitchen if we are sneaky enough. But it's a big maybe.
Oh, excuse me.
We have a lockpick, so we can open a door.
It was nice.
We need.
Good food and drink. And upon all who suffer, and heal the pains and other afflictions of sickness, let them know that they are not alone in their affliction.
Anyway.
And smile. I don't want to see any sour faces when his lordship returns. You'll be happy to see him home.
God be with you.
And make sure...
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! Ah! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
Sir, I might not look the part, but I've read a lot.
Don't waste my time with your jokes, you nobody. What would you be able to read?
Species de keep it, sir. Looks can deceive. As it happens, I've read many Latin and other texts. For example, the etymologies of Isidore of Seville, the writings of Abbess Hildegard of Bingen, and the Herbarium de Horis Sanitatis, De Materia Medica, and others.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain...
Okay, dude.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Really? So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
But don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right. Tell me, Master Chamberlain, does it hurt all the time, or does it come in waves?
No, not all the time. More like I get attacks.
Uh-huh. And these attacks, have you noticed whether something sets them off?
Well, it's worse when I get upset.
And does it get worse in autumn, when it gets colder?
Yes, it's usually worse in October. Then I don't even have to get upset for it to start.
All right, that makes sense. Tell me, sir, what do you usually eat?
Well, I often eat from the banquet table.
So, a lot of roasted game?
Yes, and pâtés, goose, duck. I dine as befits my status.
I see. Sir, I'm afraid you have a stomach ulcer. If it's not treated, you could even die of it.
Good God! What should I do?
The main thing is a strict diet. No fatty or heavy foods. In other words, nothing from the banquet table. You have to eat boiled white meat, poultry or fish, lots of vegetables, and gruel.
Gruel? Like a...
Yes, like the common folk. And another thing, You mustn't get angry under any circumstances.
What? I'm...
That's the way. Oh, and I'll get you a herbal potion. I know exactly what will do you good.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
Besides caring for your mortal coil, the well-being of your soul shouldn't be neglected, sir.
What do you mean by that?
I think I could pray for your health. A word to angels to ask for their intercession can work miracles. The greatest Christian physicians recommend healing in both the material and spiritual world. And you have a very nice chapel here.
Father Nicodemus takes care of that. What I want from you is medicine, not talking to angels. Got it?
Yes. I don't have the required remedy. And unfortunately, I don't see how I can brew it here. I don't have the necessary equipment.
You're free to use the surgeon's apparatus in his study. It's upstairs in the crone. That's the second tower. Now we're under the Maiden. Do you know how to get there?
I think so. But I was told to stay only in the outer courtyard. I wouldn't want to get in trouble.
Trouble? I'm the one who has trouble. Don't worry. Tell them I sent you. Just
Yes.
go, for heaven's sake.
All right. I'll go and get something for you.
Good. If you'd be so kind. Oh!
I don't know if I could go this way. Absolutely no idea where I am. We're in the right house. And it should be here somewhere. Where I'm apparently very allowed.
You? What in God's name are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question.
I work here, genius.
Who are you, actually?
Me? I'm just cleaning here.
And what were you doing at the pond, then?
I thought we straightened that out the last time you bothered me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna find out.
What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'm Henry.
Well, that's nice for you.
And you are?
I already told you. I'm a maid here.
We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
Says someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back there if anyone calls the guards on him.
They let me out. I have to work off my sentence.
Really? Here? And what kind of important work would that be?
The Chamberlain sent me. He needs something for his stomach.
That slimy toad? If he doesn't watch out, his stomach will be the least of his worries.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
Because we're birds of a feather.
How do you mean?
Well, let's just say we both go where we shouldn't be going and take things that don't belong to us.
Oh, really? You must be mixing me up with someone. I just clean up here. And you don't look like someone who knows much.
Really? Didn't you lose a comb by any chance?
What? How did you...
How? I know a thing or two. So, do you believe me?
That was pretty good, I have to admit.
Mm-hmm.
And now give it back to me.
As you wish. And now I'm sure you'll be very happy to help me.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
Okay, so we're gonna take all the herbs. Steal that as well. That's not great though.
The bell's ringing for hands the 5th time.
Yeah, and I only have one lockpick, my guy. So what am I supposed to do here? Is there supposed to be a book or something in here? Did I take it? No, we only got the sketch for that. These are both hard. This is not good. Okay. Okay, so we're saving the game here, which is great. So where's the Chamberlain? He is back there. We came from here. We came from this place. We came from in here, I think. No. We came from here. Yeah, I'm starting to find my way slightly more around the castle, yeah? He's not paying attention that well. Whatever, I don't want to trespass and make them search me if I can avoid it.
Sir, about those health problems of yours.
Yes?
I have exactly what you need, sir. Sir, I'd recommend that you take this digestive potion to settle your stomach. Take it after every meal, and don't forget, a good diet, and do not get upset.
All right. Thanks, then.
And now you ought to go and lie down, sir.
Lie down? Me? Ha! Without me, this place would grind to a standstill.
Sir, medicine isn't enough. You also need rest. Otherwise my potion won't have much effect.
Oh, all right then. I'll try it.
And another thing. I don't want to bother you, sir, but I have a question.
Yes? What is it?
Couldn't I go and pray in your chapel?
Ah, that again. Good heavens. Go where you want, boy. I'll inform the guards.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. We can go wherever we want now. I don't know if it's here, but this kinda looks like a chapel to me.
I'm sorry.
We need to go further up. Wait, we need to go even further up. Man, it's top of the world or what? I wish I crafted a bit more at the anvil so I could get more.
On the right, Yannick.
It's all right.
The sixth bell.
You'll be fine.
Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
What actually happened to him?
They were attacked by bandits by the pond. His mare, Arrow, brought him home. He was completely out of it. And little wonder, the way he was hacked up. If the surgeon was here, he'd be in his care. Some of his wounds have healed, but now he has a fever. He's been bedridden for 3 days.
I'm sorry. Oh, Christ. But this is a matter of life and death. Thomas is the only one who can testify to what happened.
Yes, it's a matter of life and death for my brother. I want him to rest. Besides which, he's delirious and can't tell you anything.
I heard that your brother is lying in a fever, so I brought
just told you
something for
that.
him that might help.
Really? I don't know what to say. And I was against dragging Thomas to the chapel. I felt it would only burden him more.
God moves in mysterious ways. We ought to administer it to him quickly.
Yes, of course.
What exactly did you give him?
His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
be vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws, and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug. The worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead.
You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratoi.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But sir, the captain!
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
Open the gates!
My lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just it's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down!
Wait, so what the hell happened for him?
Help me off this horse!
Was he ambushed or what? Man, Hans better not give us any more attitude. I'm not gonna lie.
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Ratai, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
Oh, they lost the message.
Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
Why is his belt waving?
By outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now,
You tell me what happened here in Herrgott's Namen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it? Well, it was somewhat unexpected. I must say, it was the first time I had a noose around my neck, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience.
Please, accept my apologies, sir. And that of my chamberlain, too. Is that not so, Ulrich? I must say in his defense that he had my orders not to admit anyone to the castle, and to be cautious.
I understand, sir. At home, some bandits got into Tamberg by subterfuge, and it cost us a lot of effort to reconquer it.
I'm glad you understand. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside.
I mean, he was poaching, so I don't know, dude.
As far as I'm aware,
Or
I showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy.
But we can all point the finger. Your League of Lords, on the other hand, abducted the king. Although I don't doubt your reasons, just as Sir Hanush did.
We certainly had. The main one being that your Wenzel is an irresponsible drunkard and idler who is hurting the Empire by his inactivity. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I'm all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
I wouldn't be so bold as to suggest that, sir. We are merely interested in whether you would sit down at the negotiating table with us. It's necessary to discuss the future of the kingdom, whether it's to be a common one or not.
The future is still a long way off for me, Lord Capon. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
Who is this Lord Nebak?
The lord of a smaller house with not much in the way of estates, just a fortress and lands, but he also owns a mill that provides a significant part of his income. His children are grown up. His daughter married well, thanks to Sir Otto. His son is away from the domain, dealing with duties. Sir Otto helped him to acquire an official position. In short, the House of Nebak is more than beholden to Sir Otto for his magnanimous help and support.
Thank you, Ulrich. Nevertheless, I suspect Jaromir will not be keen to charge into battle. But that is of little consequence. He has a few good men who will be useful. That will do us. If he delivers, I will regard his obligation as fulfilled.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine. And it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him that I would like it to remain so. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to show Sir Jaromir respect by sending him someone of status. He will take his time over being persuaded, and then concur, as he always has done.
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less from you.
Is the route safe?
As I said, the fortress is in the wilderness amongst the cliffs. There are many places where outlaws may be hiding, so watch out.
Don't worry, sir. I have Henry here by my side for such situations.
I kind of need my armor back.
It's no simple task. Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat...
I can still not understand what's going on with his belt.
Count on us.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor. A stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. But I must disappoint you. I saw no one of that description.
Thank you, sir. And sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nebakov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated. As befits your station. There, your equipment shall also be returned to you.
Oh,
and you'll
great.
find your horse in the stable.
Nice.
Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount. And therefore, he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish.
Doubles abyss.
Follow me.
Okay, we got some perk points here, yeah? We got one in speech. Ooh, we're gonna take final offer. That was really good. So they're not gonna shut us out of the negotiations immediately. Right, we need to hit 16 to get that. Okay, I'm gonna take the thorough maintenance. And then in scholarship. We're gonna take charisma 2 higher when dealing with guards.
So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us and we're going to act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offense.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realize it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realized that.
You couldn't have realized. Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more, I apologize. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
Please excuse him. He's been through a lot, as I'm sure you understand.
It is understandable, of course. I was just hoping that our relationship would be a bit warmer after that, regrettable misunderstanding. Nevertheless, welcome to Trusky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
And now I can't follow you anymore for some reason.
Good doggy. Good boy.
The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
Yes, thank you.
All too well, thanks.
Oh, you mutt.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're
What can I
settled
do?
in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you. Or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us.
Thanks. I'm grateful.
As you should be. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
Yep. Okay. We are back to kind of having to... the defense of this shield is a lot better, so we'll take that. Right. We'll put this on. These are slightly better. Put that on as well. Huh, okay, that coat really takes our thing down, you know? Doesn't provide that much. Because it's dirty or what? Anyway, then we take the gemstone ring. I think this one is the best we have as well. We'll take the collar. And this hood thing. Honestly, I think I'm gonna be a no hat gamer for a bit. I know it's worse, but I really dislike wearing that helmet. It's quite annoying. We'll take the field crossbow first, and then the hunting crossbow down there. Enhanced piercing bolt here. And then piercing for the normal crossbow, yeah. And then we can take the dagger as well. Put the Nighthawk here. And then the strong Nighthawk. We should have a torch as well. Cool. And then we have the sneaking stuff. Right? So now we need to get visibility as low as possible. Don't care about anything but like visibility. Visibility is way lower in this, yeah. We'll take the belt as well. Noise is 20 with this. But our visibility is very, very low right now. I think that's about as low as we can go. Really. 18, 20, 21. We'll take this. That. Enhanced piercing. Piercing. That's fine. We'll take torch as well and dagger. And then we have the stand around in the town clothes. Pretty sure this gives good charisma. Same with this one. The hunting coat apparently is better for charisma, which is kind of weird. Can take the leather gloves. Can take the high boots. Okay, yeah, we don't really have anything great for this. $18 really the highest we can go. We have way higher charisma in this. Okay, whatever, dude. Anyway, we are gonna take a strong savior schnapps. Unload some stuff here in the chest. Like that, I think.
You silly doggy.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna save again after that. Whatever. We can make a lot of those. But yeah, this is gonna be the end of this episode. We finally rescued Hans. So yeah, let's see where the story takes us. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.